Welcome back to class. Let's go and bow in. Trip. Bow. Kunye. Let's start. Hands on our hips, and let's circle our head. Slow circles. You can go twice around and then switch, or you can go once around and then switch. Just try to make it even on both sides. Don't try to rush it too much. Just get a nice, slow stretching on the neck. Arms, big circles, forward. Start off slow, and increase the speed just a little bit. A little bit faster. And backwards, starting slow. Big circles, full range of motion. Make sure to breathe. Pick up the speed just a little bit. And a little bit faster. Go ahead and do some trunk twists. This time I'm going to do them with my arms just kind of flopping around. Hip twists. What we're going to do is we're going to straighten one leg, and we're going to kind of bounce it a little bit. 2, 3 bounces, and then switch sides. Each time that you switch, I want you trying to go a little bit lower. So we started off higher, and we're going a little bit lower now, each time. If you're having trouble switching, you can place your hands down and do this. That way you don't have to worry about balance if you need to. If not, you can go ahead and keep your hands up here. Socket stretch, bounce twice, other side. We're going to do the same thing with our lunging hip stretch, just like this. That heels up, bounce a few times, and switch. Good. Feet a little bit closer, bounce. Just like this. Make sure you're using those calf muscles to get you up. Come off the ground just a little bit. Don't try to jump too high. Just come off a little bit. Feet farther, and now crosses. Forward and back. Now, let's go ahead and get in our sparring stance. What we're going to do is we're going to do a front snap kick, and we're going to do 2 kicks. So watch. I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to set it down behind me. You can kick either with the instep by pointing your toes, or you can lift your toes up and kick with the ball of the foot. You might see me switch back and forth practicing both of those. It's fine if you do as well. On my count. And move around. Hey. Set. Net. That's it. Yes, it. Feel good? I want you moving around in between. Hub. Good. And we're going to do the exact same thing with our left leg now, or our other leg, depending on what side you start with. Move around. You ready? And 둘. 셋. 넷. 다섯. 여섯. 일곱. 일곱. 아홉. 열. Slow down a little bit. We're going to do Taeguek Il Jang. Cheer up. 준비. On my count. 1, low block. 2, step forward punch. 1, 2, step forward punch. 1, forward stance low block. 2, punch. 1, back foot comes to the front, middle block. 1, 2. Other side sets up, all the way around, middle block. 1, step forward punch. 2, right hand goes on top. 1, raise up, punch. 2, back foot comes to the front, high block. 1, front snap kick, punch. 2, hand that just punched, high blocks, step back. 1, front snap kick, punch. 2, low block, forward stance, left foot in front, step forward, punch. Go ahead and get in your sparring stance again. Now we're going to do basically the same thing that we did with our front snap kick with our roundhouse kick. So we're going to go kick 1, 2, and we're going to try to bring it back behind us. If you fall or lose your balance while doing that, it's not a problem. Just try to catch back up and keep doing it along with me. Try your best. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 일곱, 아홉, 열. Take a breath in, breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Other side, same thing. Double roundhouse kick. 하나, 1, 2. 둘, 셋. Try to have something you're looking at and kick at that. 넷. 다섯. 여섯. 일곱. 일곱. 아홉. 열. Breathe in and breathe out. Try up. 준비. Now we're going to do the first 6 movements of Taeguek Ee Jang. On my count. 1, look left, low block. 2, forward stance, middle section punch. 1, look right, low block. 2, forward section, middle punch. 1, middle block with the right. 2, middle block with the left. Bro. I'm going to do it from the front now. Junbei. Do it along with me. 1, look left, low block, walking stance. 2, forward stance, middle punch. 1, 2, 1, right hand middle block, left foot in front. 2, left hand middle block, right foot in front. Bro. One more time. Chop. Junbei. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Bro. Now, we're going to do basically the same thing again, but we're going to do it with our side kick. So this one is probably going to be the most difficult one out of the double kicks that we're going to do today. So if you have to do it slowly, that's fine. If you're really losing your balance a whole lot while doing this, you can go onto the wall. Try not to use the wall too much, just kind of touch it to regain your balance. And that's only if you really need to use it. If you really don't need to use it, or if you're just stumbling a little bit, then it's better for you to be falling on your own than to be using something to help you. So, same thing. Double side kick on my count. Hana. I would say slow it down a little bit more for this one. It is going to be a little bit more difficult. 3. Set. Net. That's one. Try to have both of your kicks at the exact same height, going towards the exact same target. Yes, one. This is good. Hero. I'd like it to be above your belt where you're kicking at. Try not to kick too low. Ahub. Good. And switch sides. If you were doing your good side first and now you're doing your bad side, well, me too. So hopefully if you fall, maybe I'll fall with you. We'll fall together. On my count. Hane. Hey. Set. Net. Keep your body relaxed. Your upper body's relaxed. Yes. Yes. This is good. Hero. Up. Good. Take a breath in and breathe out. Now, trip, Junbei. We're going to move on a little bit further in this. We're going to do section 2 of Taeguek Ee Jang on my count. 1, start off at the beginning. 2, forward stance punch. 1, 2, 1, 2. Look left, low block left. 1, 2, front snap kick, land, high section punch. Look right, low block right. 1, 2, front snap kick, land, high section punch. This hand, the one that just punched, is going to be middle block, or is going to be high blocking, excuse me. 1. Step forward. 2. And let's start over. Trip. Junbei. 1. Look left, low block left. 2. Forward stance punch. 1. 2. 1. Middle block right. 2. Middle block left. 1. Low block left. 2. Front snap kick. High section punch. 1. 2. 1. High block with the left. 2. High block with the right. Go back. I'm going to do one from the front now. Junbei. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. High block left. 2. High block right. Take a breath. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to get into our sparring stance, and we're going to do a hop step roundhouse kick. So watch. As I do my hop step footwork, this back foot is going to come up to my front, and it might even pass it. So let's go ahead. My toes are right in the center of this line right here. As I do this though, notice my back foot landed. Here's the line. About 1.5 feet to almost 2 feet further than where my front foot started. So this is used to gain distance. If you see, I know we kind of teach it where it's this one replaces this one comes up. But when we're actually doing this, we're trying to get more distance than just if I was to put this one here. That doesn't really give me much more distance at all. So we're trying to close the gap a little bit more. So watch how we're going to do this one. We're going to start here, and you can have a line or something if you'd like. But we're going to do our hop step, roundhouse kick, and I'm going to turn and I'm going to face the other direction. I'm going to do the same thing, hop step, roundhouse kick. And we're going to go back and forth with this. So we're going to alternate legs each time. You ready? My count. Try not to jump too high off the ground when we're doing this. We're just going for distance, not for height. Set. Net. Yes. Yes. Is it good? Get up. Up. Get. Johanna. You're dirty. You're set. You're net. You're dancing. You're yasin. You're ilgum. You're yerab. You're ahub. Smooth. Take a breath in and breathe out. In and out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish Taeguek Ee Jang. So we're going to build up to it and we're going to end and we're going to finish the last section of it. Trip. Junbei. 1. Low block. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. Front snap kick, punch. 1. 2. 1. 2. Back foot goes all the way around. Set up for a middle block with the right hand. Middle block. Now, this foot is going to slide back a little bit as I pivot on this foot. So I'll pivot on my left foot, my right foot slides back, and I'm going to left hand, middle block. Look left, left foot steps to the front, low block left, front snap kick, punch. I kicked with the right, I punch with the right. Front snap kick, punch. I kicked left, I punch left. Front snap kick. All of these are center punches. They're going right to the center. My same side foot and hand are in front. My left leg, my back leg goes around, but oh, back into our Junbei, our ready position. Again, chair up. Junbei. Look left, low block. 1. Forward stance punch. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. Look left, low block. 1. Walking stance. Front snap kick. High section punch. Forward stance. 1. Low block with the right. Kick. Punch. 2. High block with the left. 1. Step forward, high block with the right. 2. I pivot on my right foot. My left foot goes all the way around. My right hand is going to middle block. Walking stance. Remember, same thing's been applying. Opposite hand and foot when we're doing this middle block. Now we're going to pivot on our left foot, our front foot, and our back foot's going to go backwards. 2. Middle block with the left. Right foot's in front. Left foot steps in front. Low block. 1. Front snap kick. Middle section punch. 2. Front snap kick. Middle punch. 1. Front snap kick. Left leg goes around. But oh. One more time. Chair up. Junbei. Look to the left. Low block. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. Front snap kick. Punch. 2. 1. Front snap kick. Punch. 2. Left hand high block. 1. Right hand high block. 2. All the way around. Middle block. 1. Turn the other direction. Middle block with the left. 2. Left foot comes to the front. Low block. 1. Front snap kick. Punch. 2. Front snap kick. Punch. 1. Front snap kick. Left leg, back leg, goes around, but oh. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing that we did with our hop step roundhouse kick, but now we're going to do it with our hop step side kick. So it's going to be the exact same drill. We're going for distance. We're going one side, one kick, turn, other side, other kick. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Right here. Hey. Make sure it's kind of a pushing motion, or it's a straight thrusting motion. We're not trying to snap it like we do our roundhouse kick. Set. Net. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Get up. Up. Yo. Johanna. You're done. You're set. And that. You're that's it. You're yes it. You're look up. You're get up. You're up. Small. Take a breath in and out. Breathe in and out. In and out. Now we're going to do our inside forearm block. So I'm going to cover it with you real fast. We start by making an X. We're going to turn our outside hand, so in my case it's my right hand, outwards, just like this. Make fists. So I start here. As one comes back to the belt, this one's going to be twisting. I'm going to be blocking with this portion right here. Just the part that's exposed. I'm not trying to even block with down here that's covered by my dough block right now. I just want this part right here is going to be the block. It's going to be here. I can do this in high section, where if you notice the high section one is going to be my knuckles level with the top of my head or close to. I can do it middle section, which is usually going to be my knuckles are going to be in line with my shoulders. So anywhere in between that's going to be fine. I'm going to start off one side. I'm going to use my right hand, so go ahead and put your left hand on the outside, just like this. My count. Go back. Go back. Set. Make sure we have that twisting motion at that last second. Net. Dasun. Yesun. Good. Yero. Ahub. Yori. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to switch sides. So I'm going to use my left. I want you to use your right, so you're doing the mirror version of me. Right hand on the outside, palm facing out. Left hand, palm facing in towards you. Close both of them. We have our X right in the center. Hane. Doi. Set. Make sure we're loose, loose, loose. Last second, tight. Net. Yesun. Yesun. Feel good? Yero. Ahub. Yori. Now, here's what I want you to do. We're going to alternate sides. I'm going to start with my right, so I want you to start with your left so you can keep mirroring me. But what I want you to do is I want you to have these holes in your hands right now. When we're doing this, that's going to be your loose position. So I want you to think of this right now. You can see, I can see right through here. It's loose. I don't have a tight grip. I'm going to keep just like that the whole time until that last second I tighten. And then there's not going to be any hole in between my fingers. So this is going to be training you to stay loose, stay loose, stay loose, and that last second, tighten. All right, on my count, left hand on the outside. Ready? Loose. Hana. Other side, right hand's on the outside now. Loose. Doi. Set. Net. Dasun. Yesun. Good. Yero. Ahub. Yoi. So hopefully we're starting to get a little bit more of that grasp of I stay loose until the last second. And that's for all of our hand techniques. So if I do a punch, I'm going to stay loose, loose. My muscles are relaxed. They're not tense until that last second. As soon as I make contact, I tighten up all my muscles. And then a split second after I make contact, I have to loosen my muscles up again. So I can't stay loose, punch, and then stay really tight after the punch. So I make contact, boom, I hit, and as soon as my hand bounces off, there's no contact anymore, I need to completely relax my muscles again. We don't want to stay tense after the punch either, because maybe they moved or maybe they did something and now they're grabbing you because you're so tight and flexed that you can't even pull it back fast enough. We have to be able to just tighten the muscles for a split second right upon contact and then loosen it up again. So now watch what we're going to do. We're going to do a two-punch combination. We're going to do a jab, and then we're going to move kind of in a circular motion, forward circular. So it's kind of a weird motion. I'm here, here. I'm going to do a hook with the exact same hand that I just jabbed with. So a little bit faster, it's going to look like 1, 2. So I go forward with this, and I go off to the side, and my back foot even comes in, and I'm kind of making a crescent moon here as I cut the angle for my hook. So again, jab, hook. I want you moving forward on both of these. So even that jab, boom, I step forward with my left for that jab, and then I shuffle forward again with my left as my right follows up, and I do my hook. So let's go ahead. We're going to start this one off pretty slow. Hana, jab, hook. Doi, jab, hook. Set, jab, hook. Net, jab, hook. Dasun. Yasun. Ilgum. Notice as I'm coming back from my jab, it's kind of like I'm throwing my cross the way my shoulder's going to move. So had I thrown my whole cross, that's how my shoulder should move anyways for this. Because I'm cocking back and I'm getting ready for that hook. If I just come here and bring it here and then I try a hook, it's not going to work out as well. This retracts and gets ready for the hook. So I actually tuck my hooking shoulder in. So in order to do that, as this one comes out, this shoulder kind of comes forward a little bit. Is good? Hiro. Aho. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and switch sides. We're going to do the same thing. Jab first. Bring it back, tuck the shoulder, and hook. Remember, you can do your hook this way, or you can do your hook this way. Either way is perfectly fine. Hana. Doi. Set. Net. Dasun. Yasun. Good. Hiro. Stay loose until second upon impact. Aho. Yoi. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do that same combination, and we're going to add an uppercut at the end. So I'm going to go jab, hook, uppercut. Remember, as we do our uppercut, we're not dropping this down. We should never have more than 90-degree angle here. I just came off that hook, and I circle my hips for the uppercut. Notice how my hand doesn't drop down to come up for that uppercut. I do that by circling my hips. My hand stays almost in the same place. I might extend it out a little bit more as I'm making contact, but that's about it. So all we're doing is the exact same thing, but we're adding the uppercut to the end of it. On my count. Hana. Joi. Set. Net. Listen. Yes. Is it good? Hiro. Aho. Yo. Now we're going to do the same thing onto the other side. So we're just going to do jab, hook, uppercut with the left now, or whichever side you're starting with. My count. Hana, jab, cross or hook, uppercut. Hey, jab, hook, uppercut. Set. Net. Make sure we're turning our hips. That's one. Yes one. Is it good? Get Up. Yay. Take a breath in and relax. And relax. Now we're going to do a floor drill with our back kick. So, hopefully you have enough space to do something like this. If not, then you're going to just constantly be shortening yourself. But the way this is going to go, I'm going to get on one side of the floor. I'm going to do a back kick. Remember, the back kick, you can break it down. If you're still not confident with it, you can go 1, look over the shoulder 2, and then kick straight back 3. Or you can do it all at once. So we're going to do our back kick. Here, kick. I'm going to bring it back, and I turn my body, and I set that kicking leg down in front. And I'm going to do the exact same thing off to the other side. Here, set it down in front. And I'm just going in a line down the floor. So I want you to go ahead and do this as well. As soon as you run out of space, go ahead and turn around and do it the other way. Maybe you can get 2 kicks in a row. If you can't even get more than 2 kicks in a row, you can kick, set it down, and step back. Turn, back kick. I still want you to rechamber, turn, but you can set it down right next to your other foot, and then step back. Ideally, I want you moving forward with this, but if you don't have much room, work with what you got. So, start off on one side. And I want you to just keep going for as long as I'm going. I'm not really going to count it out. I just want you to keep going. Make sure you breathe every time you do your kick. Ready? Begin. Once you reach the other side, turn around and go back. Notice I'm breaking it down into 3 counts. You can keep doing that, or you can go all in 1 count if you'd like. Whatever you feel the most comfortable with. Make sure our back kicks are going above the belt level. We never kick a back kick below the belt level. Good. Take a breath in and out. Breathe in and out. Now, we're going to move into conditioning. The conditioning is going to be more of a balancing conditioning today. So go ahead and get on a spot. Raise your front knee. I said front knee. Raise either knee up towards the front. And now we're going to bring it up, around, and I'm going to try to get it all the way back, kind of like a side kick, going all the way to the back. Notice my front toes. They stayed mostly forward. I had to pivot a little bit to catch my balance. If you have to pivot a little bit to catch your balance, that's fine too. But ideally, we want to keep our base toes to the front as this leg goes all the way around and then it comes right back. This is a very difficult one. So we're going to do this a few times. Again, this is just a really good conditioning for balance. So pick a side, either side. I'm going to start with my good side, and then you can watch and laugh at me as I fall on my bad side. You might follow along with me. It's fine. These are difficult, like I said. So bring one leg up, and I want you to move it slowly if you can. All the way around. Try to extend it out all the way when it reaches the back, and then bend it again, and set it down in front. Other side, we're going to be alternating legs with this. Bring it back, extend it out, and bring it back in. Again, these are difficult, especially when you move slow. Kicks are easy. Keep going along with me as I'm talking. Kicks are easy to do when you do them fast. When you do them slow, that's when they're difficult. If you want to try to make it a little bit more difficult for yourself, try to keep your knee at your belt level the whole time. So as we pivot around, my knee stays at my belt level. Oop, this is my bad side, so I'm all wobbly. And even as I come back, I bring it right back at my belt level. Same thing to the other side. Bring it around. Keep those toes facing forward. Extend out. Bring it back. Bring your knee up. Bring it around. Start extending. And back. It's a little bit hard for me on these mats. These mats are really squishy, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. If you want to add difficulty to it, you can practice it on ground that's squishy. It might be easier if you practice this on, say, a hardwood floor. So remember, there's always ways that you can make it easier for yourself and ways that you can make it harder for yourself. Do whichever one you need to in order to help yourself. Knee comes up. Oh, I'm losing it. And down. A few more. Notice I'm not really keeping count on this one. I just hope you're doing these along with me. Maybe you're doing better than I am. Who knows? Bring that knee up. Bring it back. One more on each side. Now as you bring it back to the front, keep it up, front snap kick. Other side. Bring the knee up. Extend out. Bring it back. And front snap kick. Good job on that. So that's just a drill that you can practice that's going to help with your balance. It'll help out a lot. There's actually a bunch of different little balance drills like this that can make a significant improvement very fast. Whenever we're practicing balance though, we want to be slow and deliberate with our movements. If we're just kind of kicking our leg out there, it helps our balance a little bit, but it's much better for your balance to be slow and deliberate in all your movements when you do this. Let's go ahead and start cooling down now. So maybe you feel a little bit in here from the balance, but we didn't really get a good burn from the conditioning that time. So let's go ahead and let's start off with just a quad stretch. And switch sides. Now let's go ahead and step over, and whichever foot is being stepped over. So if let's go ahead and do it this way. Here, I'm stepping my left foot over my right foot, and now I'm going to push my right hip out towards the right. So I'm keeping my back leg straight, locked out, and I'm pushing it. You should be feeling it right here on your side. Same thing to the other side. So go ahead and step your right foot over, push your left hip out to the left. And socket stretch. Turn the foot over, heels up. Try to get it as low as you can. And same thing other side, socket stretch. Go ahead and turn the back foot. Get that hip down low. Drop down on one. Get a nice little hamstring stretch in. You can push this other knee apart. Switch sides. And let's go ahead and split. Need to, you can bounce a little bit. If not, you don't have to. Completely up to you. Go ahead, put one arm over one leg, either side that you like. Same thing, other side. Back to the center. Now what I want you to do is I want you to slowly sit down. If your legs come in just a little bit, that's fine. They're probably going to. Go ahead and lean forward. Go side to side, just like this. Sit up, turn your body to one direction, and then lean in towards it. Same thing, other side, sit up, turn, try to face your chest completely at it, and then go down. Feet together, butterfly just a little bit. Stand up, modified hip twist. Get a little bit of blood flowing back into your legs. Trip, bow, kunye. And great job on that class, you guys.